there's a certain level of satisfaction knowing that you are ready enough to be on your own. And that's really where I am right now. I feel very comfortable. I'm also not afraid to ask questions. You know, we don't know everything. No one does. Even the very, very senior officers will admit that no one knows everything. And it's very good. The CMPD and Westover Division does a really good job of promoting that open discussion. If somebody just hasn't seen something in a while, or they're a little unsure of something, questions are always welcome, and they don't make you feel terrible about it. They welcome that, and that's exactly where we are right now. Following graduation, you're typically assigned a series of PTOs, and you enter the formal PTO phase, and it lasts right about 15 weeks. The majority of Class 196 has been doing really, really well. Certainly the four of us here that came to Westover all had, you know, I would say no problem. We all had a very smooth transition through the PTO phase, myself included. And I felt very, very lucky to have such great PTOs and just a great experience overall with that. I like Westover. It's fast paced, but it's not too overwhelming. It is nice to have a certain mix of calls, a certain mix of call volume, and the ability to dedicate your time to each call properly and to do proper follow-ups. If you're going call to call very rapidly, you sometimes don't have the proper amount of time to really dedicate that time. Not saying that people cut corners, but you know, there is a certain time constraint in there, and time is the one resource that we just don't have a lot of. So Westover is a very, very good mix of that, in my opinion. I think most people are doing pretty well. As I said, a couple of people had a few little bumps in the road during the PTO phase, which are expected. There were 58 of us, so it is expected that not everyone is going to be absolutely flawless the first time through. So I think that everybody is recovering well, and I think that the PTOs and the program itself is going to get everybody through. But overall, I think the class morale is doing really well. I know some people will think that there's a little more action and a little less paperwork, and it's quite the opposite. We do a lot of talking, a lot of paperwork, and the action moments, if you will, are a little bit further few between, and that's exactly what I expected it to be. I like the interaction with people and the pace of the calls and the fact that we're out. I feel like the 10 hours of each shift go very, very quickly for me. I've had a lot of different experiences and jobs and this sort of thing and that, and I've never had a lot of success sitting behind a desk. Now you kind of bridge the gap of both worlds. You know, your car is effectively your office. You work out of it. You conduct interviews outside of it. You come back to your car and you do your reports in it. And it really untethers you from the office to get out, and then you can come back as necessary. So, but I just like the out and out pace of the job, and just being able to interact with different people and just see things, you know, that normal people don't see. I'm very, very happy with my decision to come here, both to Westover and CMPD. And I really don't find too much surprising, to be honest with you. When Officer Gainey was finishing his time with us, he had told the families that, you know, we colloquially were known as the Journey to the Badge class. And it was just that, journey to the badge. And it's our job to take it that next step, because that was just the beginning. It's our job to take it beyond the badge. So that's what I would probably offer to most people, because everyone was so focused on getting right here, and they hopefully are now positioned beyond, because that's where they need to be. That's where I am, and that's where hopefully the rest of the 196 class is.